YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here, back in Total War Warhammer 2. And yes, you're seeing 3 Flamespyre Phoenixes here. So this Phoenixes? Phoenix? Is there a plural form of that? You all tell me what you think. Anyway, so welcome to another match. This one's going to be actually Tomb Kings versus High Elves. Should be interesting. So the High Elves are bringing a very unique army, I'll put it that way. So there's going to be 3 of the Phoenix units that I pointed out. Matching the kind of whole fire motif here is none other than Tyrion and his flaming sword. He's also got the Sunfang, and then we've got a mage, Lore of Shadows. Interesting choice. The mage has Enfeebling Foe and also the Penumbral Pendulum. We've got the Fireborn out on the flanks, 2 White Lions, and 3 Spears. So a very small but somewhat potent High Elf army here in terms of not going to be easy to kill. For the Tomb Kings, there's a mix of a couple of Tomb Guard, a lot of Skeleton Spears. Look at this right away. Going to be a pretty good Pendulum that comes in early. There's some Skeleton Archers, some Tomb Guard with Halberds, and then the Sphinx of Uskef, and out here is going to be the Tomb King Lord. It's going to be Archon the Black riding a chariot. So he wants to ride down all of these High Elves. You can see there was a miscast there early on the Mage of Shadows that was pretty costly. Over here, the Sphinx of Uskef is going to engage these Phoenix units. It could KO them, I think, pretty effectively if it could hold them still. And with 3 of them, definitely not going to be easy. While the Fireborn are going to slip through the back lines and try and go for the Chosen of the Gods, which would definitely be an appropriate target. So, Phoenix unit's going to swoop down into the Archers, and you can see the Spearmen and White Lions making their way forward, all the while being harassed by Archon the Black, who's leaving some skeletons to keep Tyrion busy. Look at that! Archon already letting all of his skeletons out of the closet. Ooh. That was a Sunfang right there from Tyrion. Didn't get him very many kills, though. So Sunfang should be pretty effective against Tomb Kings because most of their units don't have a lot of armor. I love all the fire damage theme going on here. It's really nice. Really nice indeed. The only thing that would have been better is if the High Elves had access to the Lore of Fire and could have brought a Fire Mage with, like, Kindle Flame. So a lot of bombs going off here from the Flamespyre Phoenix. They have that special fire poo ability. I guess they eat a bunch of spicy habanero peppers and then fly over the tops of their enemies. Here comes yet another Penumbral Pendulum, going to cut its way through the woods, through the Archers, into the Tomb Guard. Another pretty effective Pendulum. You're up to about 70 kills on the Sorcerer. Tyrion's up to 41. He is an infantry tank. He will tank infantry for quite a long time, and Archon here gets separated from his Sphinx of Uskef. He's in trouble. You can see it back here, the Fireborn bouncing back and forth, doing some damage. They are taking some damage. The Chosen of the Gods still very much alive in the background, but with all of those woods between them and their targets, I'm not sure how effective they'll be. They need to get out in the open so that their arrows can do maximum damage with their nice airburst effect. Archon definitely skirting some very serious danger here. And remember that these Flamespyre Phoenixes, whenever they get down to the end of their life, there's a chance that they'll just respawn all their health. May not happen, they may die, but sometimes they'll respawn their health. It can be a pretty crazy turnaround. Let's go back out and check out, where did Tyrion end up? Here he is, over here. So Tyrion's got 51 kills. There's a pretty juicy target over here for the Sunfang, honestly. But the Phoenix just got done bombing it, and it caused pretty significant damage. I've noticed that the bombs from the Phoenix don't always get a ton of kills, but they do a lot of damage. And the Fireborn are going to go down, but not before they cause some pretty tremendous damage to the Chosen of the Gods, so that could be... Whoa, but all 9 of the Chosen of the Gods are still alive despite the damage. Wow, that's incredible. That means that they're still going to have all that ammunition left. And the 9 unit models. That is a real fortunate scenario to lose that many hit points and not lose a single unit model. Really spread the damage evenly. Tyrion really has some opportunity to use his Sunfang here in the late game. If he can get a good blob going, or if the Phoenix units can get a good blob going. One Phoenix is out here tormenting, like, was probably trying to get Archon. The other two trying to get away from the Sphinx of Uskef. That thing is a nasty piece of work. Just look at the stats on it right now. I can't believe it's not doing more damage to this. Oh, it's because it does flame damage. Holy crap. That just dawned on me. I should have known that. Yeah, and you've got 48% fire resistance. Oh, there's the Sunfang I've been dreaming of. And immediately that was 120 kills. Yowza. Tomb Kings is going to feel that one, but there's still a fight going on. So that Sphinx of Uskef isn't going to necessarily be real easily killed by the 3 Phoenix units, but it's not going to do a lot of damage to him because half of the damage is just going to be ignored because of the fire damage. Interesting. An interesting and very fortuitous set of circumstances. I don't think the regular Necrosphinx does flaming or magical damage, does it? I don't think it does. If so, then that may have been a very intentional pick with the 3 Phoenix units, but the 3 Phoenix units were probably just picked because they're hard to kill for the Tomb Kings. So, let's see what happens here. Trying to get rid of the Chosen of the Gods. And the Sphinx of Uskef still out here. There's still a Necrotect here. I don't know how many times they can heal, or if it has used the heal. Still, look at that, with almost no hit points, still 6 unit models alive. Like I said, it doesn't get a whole lot more fortunate than that for the Tomb Kings. The Phoenix unit's getting pretty weak. Ooh, what's this one gonna be? Another Pendulum. 107 kills for the Shadow Mage, and 192 for Tyrion. And then here comes the flaming... Oh, no, I thought we were going to get some flaming poo bombs from the Phoenix. As soon as you wash your car, you know, a Phoenix flies over and dumps a fresh load. Alright, here we go. The Phoenix unit's in pretty big trouble. They're going to be fighting a Necrotect and the Sphinx of Uskef. One of the Phoenix units... Oh, and it did regenerate. Did you see that? It went down and then it regenerated a whole bunch of its health. This one is routing, but should come back before it hits the edge of the map. That was pretty incredible stroke of luck there too. So now they've got a Flamespyre Phoenix. Tyrion put a huge hit on that Necrotect. Tyrion does some pretty tremendous damage. It's just he's not great against armor. There we go. The Phoenix unit's going to help clean up that infantry, and that's just going to leave the Sphinx of Uskef and his Necrotect to protect him. Tyrion also has fire resistance, so this ends up being an extremely fortunate matchup for the High Elves. 23% fire resistance. Works out very nicely for them. On the other hand, like I said, they're not really causing a lot of damage to the Sphinx because it's so tanky. The Sphinx has flaming damages, or flaming resistance, flaming damage. I'm gonna say it right. Fire resistance damage as well. Interesting. So there's all these. Well, actually, Tyrion does not deal flaming damage, even though he's got a flaming sword. Nice work, CA. 25% fire resistance for the Sphinx. Looks like there's some infantry still back here, some Tomb Guard, but they're dealing with spearmen. And that Sphinx, I don't know if it's going to last. I don't think it will. Don't think it can hold out. Here comes another Sunfang, so whatever was left of the Tomb King infantry is charred and back in the grave, I think. Still all 3 Phoenix units here. Now remember, one regenerated. I don't recall which one it is. Probably the one that doesn't have any more healing left. This one might have regenerated as well, because its healing bar popped down there. Again, I don't know. I can't quite tell. It may just be because it came so far down. Let's see. That Phoenix did not respawn. Here comes Tyrion. They've got to take out this Sphinx, and this Sphinx is owning right now. Oh, Tyrion just took a big hit too. But the Sphinx is crumbling. If it can't start turning that balance of power pretty quickly, it's going to crumble out. Yeah, it's losing hit points pretty rapidly. Tyrion just not taking much damage. He's just sitting there tanking it like a boss. There goes the Sphinx. And it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory for the High Elves. That was a fun one. I don't see that flame army all too often. And then, like, everybody has fire resistance on the whole map. The Fireborn had it. The Phoenixes had it. Tyrion had it. The Sphinx of Uzkef had it. It's like everybody picked it up. Lots of fire going on there. Hope you all enjoyed that one. Based Zeus, that was an interesting game. Tyrion owned, got so many kills. That Sun Fang, that one got like 120 kills by itself. Mage of Shadows did a great job with those pendulums. And I know that there was at least one enfeebling foe used on Archon the Black, which is a nice touch. And then nice work with the Flamespyre Phoenixes, really causing a lot of damage. The kills won't represent it, but they caused a lot of damage along the way. Hope you all enjoyed that one. If you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Hit the like button if you did enjoy it. HeirofCarthage signing out for now.